Welcome back to Rhythm Guitar Book 3. This book takes a deep dive into all sorts of movable chord shapes. We're on pages 121 and 122. In this lesson, you're going to learn the movable A7sus4 shape. You can watch all these videos for free, but it's going to be a lot easier to learn if you have your own copy of Rhythm Guitar 3 that you can read from and write in. Plus, you can help support a music teacher, so I'll leave a link in the description. The movable A7sus4 shape comes out of the A7 shape, which is fingered 1, 3, 1, and 4. To change this to an A7sus4 shape, all I have to do is kick my fourth finger 1 fret higher, and now I have a movable A7sus4 shape. So it's the same fingering, pinky just stretches out a little bit. The root is on the 5th string, so I'm playing at the 5th fret, so this would make this a D7sus4 that I'm playing. Move it 1 fret higher, I have an E flat 7sus4. At the bottom of page 121, we have number R152, this A7sus4 shape etude. For the most part, we're going to be playing the same 3 shapes over and over again. There are going to be some exceptions. We'll talk about those as we go. We can see we're starting in 3rd position, playing the C7sus4 with our new shape. So just place your root on that C, 3rd fret, 5th string, and play your C7sus4. And then that changes to a C7, so just move your pinky 1 fret lower. And then we have an F major using the E major shape. That has a root on the 6th string, so way down at the 1st fret. Next, F7sus4 at the 8th fret. This is just with our new shape. So move your shape up to the 8th fret. Change your pinky to change it to an F7. And then a B flat major using the E shape again at the 6th fret. Line 2, B flat 7sus4 at the 1st fret. B flat 7, just move your pinky. Here's one of our exceptions for the shapes we're using. Next chord is an E flat major, but this is an E string, so we just have to play our E flat up a little higher. This will be using the C major shape. Then an E flat 7sus4 at the 6th fret. Change it to an E flat 7. And then we're going back to our E major shape here for this A flat at the 4th fret. Line 3, A flat 7sus4 up at the 11th fret. If this is uncomfortable on your guitar, that's okay, just do the best you can. And then move on to A flat 7, D flat major. Again, this will be with the E shape unless it's marked otherwise. That's at the 9th fret. D flat 7sus4 at the 4th fret, D flat 7, G flat major, 2nd fret, F sharp 7sus4 up at the 9th fret, F sharp 7, B major, 7th fret, B7sus4 at the 2nd fret, B7, E major. Now here, just go ahead and play a good old-fashioned open E major chord right here. Next line, E7sus4 at the 7th fret, E7. From here on out, whenever we go to this major chord, it's going to be the E shape, so that's an A at the 5th fret. A7sus4 way up at the 12th fret. Again, if your guitar doesn't allow for this, just skip it and move on to an A7, and then a D major at the 10th fret, D7sus4, root at the 5th fret, 5th string, D7, G major, 3rd fret, and then up kind of high on the fretboard again, G7sus4, G7, and then C at the 8th fret. Once you're comfortable finding and playing those chords, go ahead and play through the exercise with an easy pattern at a nice slow pace. In the previous lesson, I showed ways to play the sus chords with fingers or with a pick. It's pretty much the same whether you're using a pick or not with this shape. I prefer to use fingers anyway, so you can use a pick. I'm going to use my fingers in this exercise. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. On page 122, we have number R153, this major progression with your new A7sus4 shape. We begin with the C minor 7 with the E minor 7 shape. That has the root on the 6th string, so your C on the 6th string is at the 8th fret, and play your shape right there. Then we have an F7sus4 using your new A7sus4 shape, and that will be with the root also at the 8th fret but on the 5th string. Changing to an F7, so all you have to do is move your pinky 1 fret lower, and you have an F7 using the A7 shape. Then a B flat major using the E major shape. That has a root on the 6th string, in this case also at the 6th fret. For the most part, you're going to be playing those same 4 shapes over and over again. The exception will be the end of the 4th line, where you're just going to play an open E chord. Line 2, B flat minor 7. That will be with the root at the 6th fret. E flat 7 sus4, also with the root at the 6th fret. E flat 7, just slide your pinky in. Then A flat major at the 4th fret. That A flat major turns into an A flat minor 7, so same root, just different shape. D flat 7 sus4, also at the 4th fret, D flat 7, G flat major, F sharp minor 7, also at the 2nd fret, G flat and F sharp are the same note enharmonically, B7 sus4, B7, and here's where we just played a good old E major chord as an open chord. Next line, B minor 7, back up the fretboard a little bit, 7th fret, E7 sus4 also at the 7th fret on the other string, E7, A major chord at the 5th fret on the 6th string. That turns into an A minor 7 chord in the next line, D7 sus4 also at the 5th fret, D7, move your pinky, G major, and last line, G minor 7, so same root, C7 sus4, C7, and F major at the 1st fret. Once you're comfortable finding and playing those chords, go ahead and play through the exercise. Easy pace, easy strum. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, Your assignment is to practice the exercises on pages 121 and 122. And don't forget to order your own copy of Rhythm Guitar 3. The link is in the description. Take your time with this, and then when you're ready, I'll see you on page 123, where you're going to learn the C7sus4 shape.